Hello, Magi, and today I just have some important news to bring about. So, as of this recording, which should be Thursday, Visionary has been completed. So, someone in the comments did mention me it was gonna end pretty soon with the way it was going out, and I was not surprised since I was following it. And yes, it is officially complete. Chapter 15, which at least like translated wise, came out on Thursday, the 26th of September. Gave us a final chapter. I read it and have my thoughts and opinions on it, which, you know, a good series. I'm not gonna spoil the thing yet. Not too much. It'll be discussed in the future once we get to that point and like interesting tell it fast, because actually I might not. But anyway, Visionary is done. That's what you need to know. And with that, all the print work is kind of complete. The only one that's there's two of them that's kind of currently running still. Strange Creators, which is kind of a different style, because obviously it's an interview, so it's related to Zune and any of his other thoughts and opinions. So it's not really, obviously it's about Touhou, but it's not focused on himself though, you know what I mean? But Curiosity is also another one that is still running because it gets released on the same time as Strange Creator, because I think it's bundled up the story each chapter, from what I understand. But that's how it's been going so far. So I want to keep that in mind. Those are the only two currently running one. So all the manga print work has been completed. Now, but just because it's done doesn't mean there's nothing new coming up. So if you're looking at the page right now, it says new Touhou manga confirmed. Right here, people have done the translation for it. It was also translated back in the Visionary the 15th chapter. So this one's called Touhou Suichouka, or drunk butterfly flower, intoxication and detoxification of the Lotus Eater. Now that's a fucking mouth word of a thing to say, okay? I have no idea what's gonna be. I'm assuming that's the full thing, or I don't know if it's gonna be abbreviated. Or maybe probably just be called Touhou Suichouka, like how how we refer to like the Oriental strange Visionary, the Sengetsu series. So this might be just called Touhou Suichouka in the future. I'm just assuming. I clearly have no fucking idea. But anyway, so this is gonna be the new print work that's gonna come out in the future. We don't know exactly when. And some parts to it. First title without English since Hiso Tensoku. And yeah, some speculation about another Oni, which is a possibility because, you know, it's dealing with drinking. But I'm not gonna say much about it. I don't really know. There might be some other things it could be referencing, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. So I don't know what it would be. Clearly not. But whatever it is, I'm happy for it, because hopefully it should bring out a new character, and that's gonna be the most interesting part for me, because this will be the first new print work for me that has a new character. I think when it comes to the print work, let me check real quickly. Be right back. Okay, so I'm on the wiki page right now because I wanted to see about Forbidden and Wild, and I mentioned that I've been following Wild and Forbidden. They were like the current running ones ever since I started learning about the series, and they were released. 2010 was Wild, 2012 was Forbidden, and obviously I started making the videos for 2014. So, you know, I was still following it and reading it on, you know, so they were more current at the what do I say? They're a little bit older in a sense, like they've been out for some time by the time I joined the series. But now, if they bring in a new character, this will be the first new character introduced to the series, printwork wise, that I will be seeing as of late. So that's gonna be a pretty cool thing. Obviously, I always see new characters given the games, you know. From like Urban and so on, so it's nothing there, but for print work, this will be the first new character for me, so that's gonna be awesome to see. Now I'm assuming it's gonna be manga. Go back to the chapter. Alright, so the latest official Touhou comic, Touhou Suichouka, is currently in production, and then the drawing is from Mizutaki. Do not know who the person is. I'm sure they're a really good artist, you know, because usually a lot of times Zune you know, hands up to artists. Well, actually, it's hard to say. Like, they don't always start off with the best bang. Cause I want to be real with you. What is it? Wild? They did not start off with the most banging artwork ever. No, it did not go crazy, but it got so much better later on. Obviously, from 9 years later on, it got really good. So I can't complain about that. Forbidden was actually on point from the beginning. But Wild was the most significant transformation. So I'll be interested to see how the artwork changes throughout the years for this artist. So that's gonna be awesome to see. So if you guys are wary of this said artist, let me know if they've done any Touhou Doujin works before. Majority of the times, they have most of the people that Zoom collabs with when it comes to the print work, they have done Doujin works. The Silent Sinner series, that artist did Doujin works as well. The Sangetsu series after Eastern, Strange. Let me see again. Sangetsu, I know it's a lot of us there, my man. Yeah, Sangetsu. Where is it? Sangetsu. It's a strange Oriental visionary done by the same artist. Also made Doujin work. I've read a few there as well. Forbidden. I actually do not know much about Forbidden. I don't know if the artist has actually done Doujin works for Touhou. I actually don't know about that one. I do know Wild. Wild was for sure because I've already covered one of that work in the top 5 when it came to, like, you know, the whole Reimu and H thing. So I have talked about that. I actually remember it. I just mentioned it right now, so I do know about that. So, you know, a lot of times they might have been working on the Doujin works in the past. So just to note about that. So it'd be interesting to see if this person has done a Doujin work of Touhou before in the past or not. And obviously, like I said, there was speculation about another Oni. It's a possibility because now we've confirmed 3 Onis: Kaizen, very recently, Suichouka, and Yugi. That would be 3 out of the 4 supposed big ones that's always been mentioned. So it would be cool to see if that's the case. We don't need to. Obviously, it would be interesting to see where this story plays out because Kaizen, obviously, one was about the hermit, kind of the lifestyle and how Kaizen dealt with Reimu, and then obviously Kozuzu with her store and more related to the human village aspect. So I would really like to see this one. It would be cool to see this one more yokai oriented if possible because I mean, Kaizen was probably the closest, but it was more, I would say, animal related, which is fine. More animal related. Kozuzu obviously more human based because she was in the village, so it makes sense for that aspect. It would be cool, more, like I said, more yokai oriented, and then visionaries obviously is very oriented, which, you know, makes sense given the cast, so can't complain about that. It would be awesome to see more of that, but obviously that's just my hopes for it. We'll see how it plays out, and again, I'm always excited for new print work, and especially since it's gonna be a new character for me to follow. It's always a nice thing to see. But yeah, like I said, Visionary is done, so all the print work is complete. Visionary, I think, was the newest manga print work at the time. I think, was it 2016? Let me check Visionary. It was 2016, 2015. 2016, I was right. So 2016 it started, and it was the newest one. So I was pretty hyped about that. Plus, it was Clown Piece. So, you know, Clown Piece being a stage 5 boss, a fairy, and then, you know, being the main fucking star in the print work. Holy shit, that's pretty dang dope right there, I would say. So, you know, that was pretty hype. Another thing to note is if this is a new work, right? If this is a new manga work and it has a new character, would they possibly be shown in a future game as a playable? Because we had Kaizen, and she's playable. It obviously doesn't automatically make them playable. Kozuzu, but again, I think that's more because she's human and more related to the village. That was why. I want to say Clown Piece, but Clown Piece was originally a stage 5 boss, which doesn't really count him out because a lot of stage 5 bosses have been playable, but Clown Piece was kind of a different situation, so it's not like Kaizen was actually no. Kaizen was originally print work and then game later on, while Clown Piece was game and then print work. And then we also have Aya, but Aya was also a different case. She was almost the same time because Bohemian came out and then Phantasmagoria a few days later. So, you know, Aya's technically a print work character and then a game character. Some kind of forget about that, which is understandable because they came out very relative, so you know, not that big of a deal. But yeah, I think I've covered everything I wanted to say. New print work, Suichouka, whatever the fuck, however to say it. Whenever it comes out, there's no definitive date. As I said, it's currently in production. So I'm hoping at least by early 2020. If it's early 2020, I wouldn't be complaining. I'll be fine with that because we just finished off Visionary. Nothing. I'm not expecting too much. We also just got, you know, Wily Beast and Weakest Creature. So 2019 has already been filled up, I would say, because it finished Wild, it finished Visionary, it released Wily Beast. So you know, 2019 has been pretty good so far when it comes to Touhou content. So if it's not going to come out this year, obviously it's perfectly reasonable. 2020 will be a good time because that will be kind of a lull because I don't know if we're gonna get into spin-off game, so let's just assume there's no spin-off game, right? There's no spin-off game. There's definitely not gonna be a main game because main game always comes in 2 years interval, so take that into account. So 2020 would be a good time to release a new game just to keep new Touhou content coming. That's how I would imagine it to be because, like I said, 2019 has been really jam-packed with good stuff for Touhou, so I think this year's been pretty fine for that. So whatever the case, I think that's about it. And yeah, I wanted to leave it at here. I keep saying that, but I can't think of anything else though. But yeah. Okay. Oh, let's see. Okay, I can't. Okay, this is Dynasty Reader. Give me a second. I want to check this real quickly because Dynasty Reader is a good site, but sometimes it can have YouTube friendly, so I want to check it real quickly, make sure it's nothing too crazy. And if I might have talked about their work before, so give me a second. I want to check it real quickly before I say anything. So be right back. All right, I'm back. So I have covered Mizutaki's work before. So this is an interesting book. I've covered this in the top 5 Touhou Dojo works. I swear I better, because you know I like to record my videos. Yeah. I have. Yeah. So I have, because like I said, I record videos in advance, and sometimes whenever I talk about these things, they might have been in a video that's not been released publicly. But yeah, so I have covered this work, and you've seen this is the interesting book, the one with Patchley, and you know the book that kind of affected her. So I've seen it. So we've seen it work. We know what it is. We kind of can expect the artist's work, and this is a safe work to show because I've read the work. Obviously, I showed it in the video, so there's nothing wrong with that. So this is the art style we could possibly have. Remember, this was done. I checked. This was done at 2010. Yeah, 2010 right here. So this is obviously it's been 9 years since. So and I haven't really checked all the work, but this is the art style we can possibly be expecting when it comes to this work. Now it'll be interesting to see what character zooms, how the characters are gonna look, because each artist, their character interpretation is very different. Because like one of the most distinguishable things I would say is let's look at the Wild. Wild has the most distinguished visuals for Sane, because you know Sane. Let me show you real quickly. So Sane, this is kind of like her default. I would say the closest to default right now. This is her latest one. The most unique thing about Wild Sane is because her little, what the fuck do you call it again? This part right here, the fuck, I guess you call it. These two parts right here, right? This is the most distinguishable thing this artist does when it comes to Sane. This is the one, like when you look at this Sane, that two pointy parts, you're like, yeah, that's fucking. This is the Wild artist. So. Because like I said, some characters do it, they design their characters differently. Like, I think Forbidden, they kind of, like one thing I noticed a lot from Forbidden, they drew the Tengus a lot, interchangeable with their wings. That was the thing I noticed the most, of Tengu with the wings. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. I'm the same artist, so I don't know about that. But that's the thing I noticed the most. That artist, the one for Wild, you know, the Sane thing, so, you know, that's interesting. I would like to see what this character does for their own special flair. And, yeah. Oh, wait, yeah, I just noticed this right now. This probably might be just Suichouka. This could be just Suichouka's Gourd. I'm thinking it is, or it could be related to the other Oni character as well. Anyway. Holy shit, I was supposed to be done like 10 minutes ago, but, you know, I kept going on. And then thanks to the Reddit, I was able to find out some of the artists. So yeah, that's good. Now we know what the artist art style could possibly be like. This gives us a better visuals of what to expect. So that's good. That's always good. I'm excited to see what this artist will do, and you know, more Touhou print work is nice because 3 is down. We got 3 down. We're gonna need some more to keep it going, you know. So yeah, let's just cut it off here before we get too crazy. But yeah, like always, this is Magi, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video.